Hi crafty friends, and welcome to my channel. In today's video we will be setting up my new Cricut Maker 4. Isn't she pretty? It's my first full-size Cricut and I'm so excited to start creating with it. I already have the Joy, so I know a little bit about the Cricut systems and design space, but let's go discover this new machine together. Okay, to get started we are going to go to cricut.com/setup. And when we get here, we're going to type in Cricut Maker 4. Now, I have a Cricut Joy, so I already have Cricut Design Space. So technically, we don't need to actually download it, but this is what you would do. Go to, if you're doing a different item than the Cricut 4, then you're going to put that in there and come over here and hit download. I'm going to go to my downloads folder and open it up. Just wait for it to download. Okay, and for the Mac, this is what you get when you download a new application. Click the Cricut Design Space icon below and drag it to the top of the applications folder icon. So now it's telling me that I already have it, so I'm going to stop. And let's go into Cricut Design Space. Okay, here we are in Cricut Design Space. I turned on my Cricut Maker 4 so that it can be found through Wi-Fi. I'm going to go up here to my account. If you do not have an account, this is where you would start one. And I'm going to go to Settings, Machines, Set up and register a new product, set up a cutting machine, Cricut Maker 4, and I do have enough room and I have plugged it in. And we are going to use Bluetooth to connect. Okay, and that took about a minute for it to find, and of course I agree to their terms. And we're adding it to my ID. Yay! I wish it showed the pink one here. Okay, so let's continue, and we're going to test our machine. We're going to cut this vinyl decal right here, it looks like, to get started. So it's looking for the machine again. Okay, so now it's telling us to grab the material from the envelope that came with your machine, insert the sheet under the white guides until it reaches the gray rollers. Press flashing load unload button and the machine will grasp and then measure the sheet. Okay, so let's go do that. Okay, here we are over at the machine. It's on and flashing. You can see it's flashing the arrows, so we know which button to push. We're going to get our envelope and we're going to take out some of the smart vinyl, which is a removable adhesive. Put that aside. We need one sheet. Comes with two. Okay. And it says on the back here, smart vinyl, removable adhesive. We're going to slide that in right under the white, like it said. And under the gray little wheels here, and push the arrow. Okay, now that we put that in, it's showing the go button and we're going to press it. Okay, and we're going to hit the unload button. And there we go. Okay, we did our first decal. I'm very excited to start with it. I know that there's so many different projects I'm already got my brain wrapped around. So let's see what it has us do next. Okay, so that's the only practice project they have us doing, but they gave us lots of new materials in our little folder so we can make another little practice project. So let's go over here to new project and let's use some of the cardstock in the package and we'll use the mat for the first time. Okay, thinking about a fun project to do on the paper just to help us practice, I decided to do a little text so we can practice with the text too. I'm going to type in think. Actually, let's just do thanks. Now we can change our font up here. We have all the different Cricut fonts. I do have Cricut access. I occasionally have it. I occasionally don't have it. I do have it right now because I got the Cricut Maker 4. I wanted to have it to get me started. So seeing that I have the access, the A's mean that it'll be included. Otherwise, it's $4.99. But you can also put things from your system onto Cricut, which I have done. I will show how to do that in another video, but because I already have done it, I do have some here. So let's kind of pick some of my favorites. Hello Bella, another one I really like, Brown Sugar, Candy Pop's fun. Brilliant Summer. Let's do a nice thick one. Okay, let's do Brown Sugar. Okay, so the piece of paper that we have is about 4 1/4. It's about 4 1/4 by 8. So let's just think about across. So 4 1/4, let's go. If I were to be making a card and I wanted to use this thanks on a card front, I would probably want it to be about 4 inches. So let's make that 4 inches. And because I have used Cricut Design Space before, I know I need to come down here and I need to weld the letters together. If we don't weld the letters together in script fonts like this, then it'll cut out the T, the H, the A, everything separately. But I want it to all cut out all together. So if I weld it, then it's all one item. And we can see that over here. And I think we're good. Okay, so we got our Cricut Maker 4 selected here. Because I do have 2 machines, I need to make sure I always have the right one selected that I am currently using. Let's select Make. I don't want to save it. Okay, so without a mat, we can use our Cricut Smart Materials like I just did with the decal. On the mat or on the card mat. Card mat will be another whole fun thing. I haven't done that one yet. We're going to select on the mat. It is the 12 by 12 and we're going to confirm it. Okay, so looking at this, we can see that our paper needs to be somewhere between the edge here and probably about the 5, maybe 4.5, but up to the 5. So we want to get it nice and tucked into this corner here and make sure that it's all the way up to this line here too. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here we have our cardstock. Here's one of the scrapers that came with this particular Cricut 4 and our mat. It is a little bent. Over time, I'm sure it'll start flattening out. It always comes with a cover on it. It's kind of like a dust cover. So we're going to pull that off. Do not want to cut with that on there. We're going to line our paper up, like I said at the very top. This is the light grip mat. Because it is brand new though, it's quite sticky. Okay, so we're going to put that on. Give it a little squeegee. You don't want it too hard because the paper, it'll just rip trying to get it off. Okay, so now we're ready to put it into the machine. Okay, but first we got to finish over here on the computer. We're going to hit continue. Again, it's going to connect to the Cricut Maker 4. Okay, and then we're going to find cardstock. So I do have some different materials kind of favorited, but let's go ahead and go to all materials. We'll pretend like this is our very first time. And okay, so it's showing compatible materials for the Cricut Maker 4, which I'm assuming would be pretty much all of them. Okay, so we see up here kind of the category. So artboard, cardstock. So that's what we need is art cardstock. So what kind of cardstock is it? It is not a heavy cardstock. It actually feels more like a light cardstock. So I'm going to actually select that. We'll give it a try. And hit done. Okay, so it's going to tell you here, this is a very important part, things to remember before you hit go. So no tool required in clamp A. Make sure your fine point blade is in clamp B, which it is. Then you're going to load the mat and press the load button. And once it does that, then this press go part is going to show. So let's go load our mat. And we're going to press go. Okay, unload the mat. And there's our item. Let's see if it cut out. Oh, perfect. Yep, I thought that was a thin. So the best way to pull it off is to bend the mat instead of the paper. If you want to keep this paper, or if this is your actual item, if you bend that, it's going to bend the paper and it's going to keep that bend. Whereas if we bend the mat, it won't cause problems. Okay. So now I can get the paper off without messing up the paper. And with our tools, we have the little spatula. We're going to use that Just shimmy underneath. Again, I don't want to pull it, because then it'll bend the letters. Just kind of shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. It would definitely help if I had this on a flat surface instead of in the air. Okay. Let's put the mat aside. There's our things, and we can pop out the insides, and there we go, all ready for a card front. Thanks for watching. More videos on the Cricut Maker 4 coming soon.